Bum, ba, ba, bum. Hello, welcome, welcome. I am Eris Aaron, yes, Crown Princess of Hell and Final Boss in Training. One day I will be the Demon Queen, but not today. Today is the continuation of NEXHIBITIONISM. NEXHIBITIONISM is the rapid-fire showcase of games, trailers, and sometimes, very rarely these days, demos. Thank you for the sip, Jen. Oh, I cheated and took 3. Oh, well. Let's just get into it. I have a lot of these left. I took a look. Turns out there are 2,800 plus trailer demos that have been launched this Next Fest, and I think I'm at 50. So let's get the AIR counter back, and get right into it. Ba-boom! More slop, yippee. Not all slop, not all slop. Not all slop, but always slop. Next Fest goes from October 13th to the 20th, and then a lot of the demos just stop existing. So, I don't even need to, like, find a way to... The great thing about Next Fest is it seems to refresh every day, so I don't even need to, like, scroll down to find where I was last time. I can just click the Next Fest and we'll find some stuff. Though I have a bone to pick. I have a serious bone to pick, and it's that their fucking search algorithm doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I don't know what else to say. It does not work. It doesn't go by tags. It goes by genre, and it doesn't check tag when it's searching for genre. So it just sort of scrapes together whatever sort of fits what you're looking for. It's insanely bad. But with that little rant out of the way, it is a gray Thursday afternoon, and I'm doing pretty good. I slept very well. I'm in my throne under the blankets. Good day for Princess all around. Let's get into it. Oh, well, I'll talk about it later. Starting off, we have Hell Maiden. Is that me? White hair. That's not me. Traverse the depths of hell and beat its toughest demons on your way to heaven in this horde survival deck building game inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. Action roguelike, bullet hell, roguelite action RPG roguelike, female protagonist. Release date to be announced, developed by Astral Shift and published by the same. Let's take a look at Hell Maiden. An infernal descent into the abyss. Okay, well they have some presentation. I really have to... I have a bone to pick with the deck building genre. Is it deck building if you don't draw from a deck? I really feel like it's not deck building if you don't draw from the deck. It's just rectangle flavored items. It's a perk system. It's rectangular perks. It's not deck building. And those are just perks. Those are just perks, relics, what have you. Art style's cute though. Damn, they got Homer with the green hair. The, like, classic anime style of all the artwork is really good. Music seems fun. I don't know if enough about Toad. I don't know if this is homaging it or not. No, it feels like it's more homaging like Magical Drop or some of the older Puyo stuff. I'm hesitant on the gameplay, but I mean, they have the presentation in spades, which might just mean they have the money. But they are self-published, so who knows? Up next we have Cine Cross. Is a roguelike puzzle game set in a dark fantasy universe. Solve increasingly difficult nonogram puzzles, choose your path through a tree-like dungeon, and adapt your things. Puzzle, strategy, time management, roguelike, procedural generation. Those weren't actual cards swipe out. You're what's wrong with the indie game scene right now. There's too many cards. We got too many cards. I love a good deck builder. We got too many cards. With that said, this is release date coming soon, developed by Hydro Bates and published by the same. Let's take a look at Cinecross. It's like, it's Picross, but it's definitely Picross. I'm roguelike Picross of some sort. I don't fully understand how that works, but that's Picross. No, Minesweeper tells you how close the mines are. When you click on it, it's like, oh, there's so, you click a space and it goes, there's so many mines next to this. Picross has where all the markers are out on the sides, and you have to do some quick math to figure out where that goes. I can, let me see how the numbers are here. Minesweeper, you'd click this, and it'd be like 1, and it's like, okay, there's 1 mine in here somewhere. Picross is out here, and it goes, and it's, the idea is that you fill in the picture, so it's 3 spaces here, and then 1 space here, so like, that's definitely one of them. Or, well, you do some I can't Picross immediately without like actually thinking about it, but that's the vibe. You look at, there are three you click in, you cross out 3 here and down here, and then there's 1 in this row, 1 in this row, 1 in this row, and 4 in this row, and you found 1, so there's 2, 1, yeah. Presentation is very good. I agree with you on that. I'm not sure how the items work. I'd have to play it, but we don't have time for that. No time. Ledgerbound. The world may end, but more importantly, your job is on the line. Step onto the battlefield, befriend and fall in love with a ragtag crew of heroes, and go head to head against word I haven't read any past that. Turn-based strategy, story-rich, comedy, romance, RPG, release date to be announced, developed by Omni Mega Supercore, and published by Omni Mega Supercore. Wasn't someone talking about this morning? I did not hear about it. But the premise sounds interesting, and... Oh, for on AI art this time. Let's take a look at Ledgerbound.
Behold, Eldara's greatest heroes.
Real voice acting.
You don't get to play as them. In fact, they're dead. And holy sh**, did they have an incredible life insurance policy.
If we have to pay out, Heroes United Life Group will go under, and the shareholders will take everything from us.
So all I have to do is track down the 3 ancient artificers' astral artifacts, find the hidden forge, summon an elder, and let him or her or them wipe out Makari like they did 12,000 years ago, which will prove that the bad guys aren't invincible, which will trigger the insufficient preparation clause, claim denied, no payout for the regulators or their families, and everything is great. Back to normal. And if I fail, I lose my job. And you know, Eldara will fall to the Vakari and everyone will die.
Everyone dying is bad, so now it's up to you and your crack team to stop that from happening. Reyna!
I just want to be back at my desk.
Oh yeah, this game has like I actually have heard of
In
this.
hot little bod decked out in some corporate swag.
Avarice.
Prepare to be humbled
Hi, Matt
by the most
Mercer.
humble of heroes, me.
Sylvie.
I'm just so excited to be here.
That's it's a pretty stacked cast of voice
Joy.
actors.
It's okay to be afraid. You're only human.
Palace. Alas, no matter the yearning of my frail heart, it yet beats a lonely rhythm. And a bunch more we haven't recorded yet. The only hero we need now is you. We need you to heroically wishlist the game on Steam. Please? Pretty please? Come on.
Alright, that looks cute. The writing will make or break it, but the concept is nifty, I think. Sick, but what is the gameplay? That's some sort of RPG? I think it's a Fire Emblem, actually. Yeah, it looks like it's a Fire Emblem. Which is an interesting take. I hate to say this. I was hoping for a bureaucracy simulator instead, but if it's good, it's good, and it might be good. Homurihime is a third-person action game featuring anime-styled visuals and intense 3D bullet hell gameplay. Alongside Homurihime, fight against archdemons possessed by deviant art OCs. Tag Spectacle Fighter Hack and Slash Bullet Hell Action RPG 3D Fighter release date to be announced, developed by Crimson Dusk and published by Playism. Okay, so this is the big leagues. This has a real name behind it. Let's take a look at Homurihime. I actually have this game downloaded, so we might even play a demo today. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, that's too loud. Character action game. That's a Virgil move. Okay, I see the bullet hell now. I understand it's a lot more work, but a game like that really feels like it should have over-the-top voice acting. Maybe it will. Was that a snake lady? There were a lot of ladies. I think it was all ladies. There were ladies of all shapes and sizes. You got a kind of lady you like. Homurihime probably has it based on that. We might play that. We might look at that. So far, however, we're lacking in vision. I haven't seen anything sneak out as like, oh man, you had a plan. And I wish you the best with it. Tears of Metal is a medieval hack-and-slash co-op roguelike. Carve through hordes of enemies to reclaim your island with the help of your formidable Scottish battalion as you do stuff. I actually have this game downloaded too. Action roguelike, hack-and-slash, difficult co-op medieval third person. Release date 2025, developed by Papercut and published by Papercut. Now, while I have some of these games downloaded, I didn't look at the trailers. I just skimmed the description and the vibe and was like, yeah, it looks fun. I could do a Braveheart simulator. I think the idea of this is that it's like... not Mountain Blade in terms of the combat, but Mountain Blade in terms of managing your army. Which sounds interesting. Because there's definitely army management. Mountain Blade plus Dynasty Warriors? Maybe. Maybe we'll see. It looks nifty. And, you know, Scotland is so cool. I wish it were real. Monsters are coming. Rockin' Road. That's real art. I have to... I'm going to say that's real art. That looks like real art. Well... it's too clean. It's just a little too clean to not be. Beware, monsters are coming. In this tower survivor roguelite, you protect an ever-moving city from unrelenting hordes. Gather resources, fortify defenses, and boost potential through stuff. A bullet hell, tower defense, action roguelite, single-player, base building. Release date coming soon, developed by Ludogram and published by Raw Fury. Let's take a look at Monsters Are Coming Rockin' Road. Okay,
Monsters Are Coming Rockin' Road.
Base building.
It's a tower survival game on wheels where your city never stops moving, and neither do the nightmares chasing it.
That's a neat twist on the formula. Isn't this the opposite of that, like, really cheap-looking, what about pushing a block up while also doing a Survivors game?
Powerful upgrades while fighting to keep the swarms at bay. But stray too far, and the darkness will consume you and your precious resources.
Beyond Die. Another will take your place.
Lies a relentless tide of ancient horrors, hard choices, and secrets. Fortify, forage, and fight. Monsters are coming. Rockin' Road. Will your city roll on or die trying?
Very interesting take on the idea. Kind of a tower defense city built. This is just Mortal Engines with extra steps. Yeah, kinda. Oh yeah, no, there's no way that's AI. That's legit. No need to increment the counter. We saw Wizard Cats already. That's the first one we've seen before. Four Strike is a martial arts roguelite where every death brings you closer to winning the fight before it begins. Use your foresight ability to experiment without consequence. Is this another one of those TAS-inspired games? I love those. Action 2D fighter roguelite 2D pixel graphics martial arts combat. Release date November 17th, 2025. Developed by Skeleton Crew Studio and published by Devolver. Okay, speaking of the big leagues.
The future is uncertain. We can only guess at even the next few seconds. But what if?
Forgot to say, let's take a look.
Power that allowed you to predict how your actions would affect the world.
It's
around
fucking
you
Yomi
with
Hustle.
perfect certainty. What if you could make as many predictions as you desired until you knew?
It's a premediation game. I love these.
Follow to achieve your goals. This is the world of Four Strike, an upcoming martial arts roguelite inspired by the legends of cinema, where every encounter is yours to control. Step into the role of you, a monastic warrior on a path to free the Emperor from the shackles of a powerful admiral's grip. The odds are against you, but you've trained in a secret technique, foresight. Using foresight, you play out each battle with 0 consequences, as many times as you desire, allowing you to perfect your strategy before the actual fight ever happens. Combat in Core Strike is fluid, tactical, and most importantly, consistent. Whatever move you make, your opponents will always have the same response, allowing you to control their actions with your own. When you decide you're ready for the actual fight, take all that you have learned and implement it flawlessly. Because now, victory sends you on to the next encounter.
But it does also seem
ends your journey
inspired by a different art of
Yet the end of a journey is not the end of your story. Knowledge unlocked in your travels is retained, and with the right decisions, you may uncover the whereabouts of all 5 great masters. Each master gives you access to a unique martial arts school, determining the core principles of your fighting technique, chosen at the beginning of each journey. Between battles, visit inns to recover your health and purchase items. Challenge different masters to unlock techniques from their schools, and rescue traveling merchants for considerable rewards. The story of this land and its inhabitants will become known to you over the course of many journeys, with each master imparting their interpretation of events, and every victory bringing you closer to the truth. Become the ultimate martial arts master. Save the Emperor and liberate the realm. 4 Strike. Win the fight before it begins. Wishlist now.
Okay, it looks neat. I mean, it's Devolver Digital. They generally know what they're doing when they pick up projects, so I probably didn't even need to showcase that to you. You'll hear about it later. But it looks neat. I was hoping for, I will admit, I was hoping for the kind of like make your actions as they happen and then it all plays out style game, because I love those, but this is cool too. It's kind of, it seems like it's a game around having a save state, and then you just sort of, and then at some point you're like, okay, I've got this. You can lock into, once you're confident enough to win, you can be like, okay, I'm going to win now. And if you're good, I assume you win. Final Sentence is a battle royale typing game. Together with other players, you find yourself in a hangar with a typewriter in front of you and a revolver loaded with a single bullet at your head. A lot of press has been going around about this one. This is a typing simulation horror survival battle royale multiplayer PvP game. Release date Q4 2025, developed by Button Mash and published by Polden Publishing. Streamer bait, but honestly, it's so clean.
What are you doing? Oh, no, please stop! No, no, no!
Mavis Beacon teaches murder. The graphics are a bit too realistic to be funny. No, I think they're just realistic enough to be funny. Personally, I think the dark grittiness of it is part of the humor. Like, it's so dystopic. It's just kind of beautiful. Like, everyone has their own man with his own gun to shoot you if you type the letters wrong. I love it. But enough about that. Let's take a look at something new that we haven't seen before, like Berserk Bits. Berserk Bits is an idle RPG auto battler chip collecting game that runs on your desktop. Let your bit do battle and collect items, collect rare chips and build your deck. Customize something. Strategy, nature, base building, economy management, idler. So, release date November 20th, 2025, developed by Berserk Boy Games and published by Outer Sloth. Big names coming out. Bigger names in the indie scene than published by the same.
Long ago, the fate of cyberspace rested on this device.
Where's
Now
its
it
influence on its
rests
sleeve?
On your desktop.
Where's its influence very clearly on its sleeve? Yeah. You know what this is a reference to. Never seen a helmet like that in your life? Oh, for sure. That said, it is a really cute idea to do a battle network-like thing as a desktop game. That meshes really well with, like, it's thematically coherent in a way that is really cute. I can see why someone like Outer Sloth would publish it. I don't know if I'd play it, but I have to applaud it. That's some royal approval right there. That was cute. Mechanicus 2. I guess it counts. Fast-paced tactical combat meets strategic management in the sequel to the acclaimed Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. I don't feel like this is the kind of stuff that Next Fest was made to show off, but I'm not gonna be picky about it. Strategy, action RPG, turn-based strategy, turn-based tactics, release date to be announced, developed by Bulwark Studios, published by Cassetto Games.
Mechanicus 2 is a turn-based tactical sequel set in the grim-dark universe of Warhammer 40,000.
I feel like...
Take command of two iconic factions, each with their own fully realized campaign.
For the machine is immortal.
It's a question we've been going... It's a debate and battle that has been happening since...
On one side, the Adeptus Mechanicus,
for the last
a fanatical
10 years
priesthood of the Imperium of mankind. In their worship of the machine god, they exchange their flesh for metal and quest tirelessly for knowledge. Cybernetic tech priests lead armies of augmented soldiers, lobotomized servitors, and robotic war machines. On the other side, the Necrons, an ancient race of skeletal, mechanical aliens, rising from their tombs to reclaim a galaxy they once ruled. Arrogant and relentless,
that's not their fault, though. It's true.
Command legions of undying warriors and monstrous high-tech constructs to annihilate the vermin that defile their worlds.
It feels really weird to go through it. Personally, it feels weird. I'm not saying it's bad, but it does feel weird to go through...
In the Adeptus Mechanicus campaign, you'll once again play as Magos Dominus Faustinus. 5-person
projects.
This time, you'll be dispatching your trusted advisors to defend the newly established Forge World of Hecateus IV against the awakening Sanctotep dynasty. At the forefront of this uprising is Netheshar, a high-ranking noble of the dynasty and the protagonist of the Necron campaign. As Netheshar, you will be dispatching the fearsome lords of your court to tear down the Imperial holdings and reassert your dominance over the planet.
Getting to play as the Necrons is cool.
For both factions, combat is built around a leader-centric design. Your other units are tools, expendable fighters meant to protect and empower your leader as you execute your strategy. A dynamic turn order system adds the tactical depth necessary to achieve this. Enemy units act in fixed sequence, but on your turn you can choose which unit to play with. Identifying the right sequence, that is, the right unit at the right time, is key to victory. Battles in Mechanicus 2 will rage across a wide range of environments, from forged cities and alien jungles to icy tundras and windswept cliffs. In each, environmental tactics matter more than ever. A new destructible cover system requires smart positioning, especially for the more fragile Adeptus Mechanicus forces. You'll also have to plan around frequent enemy reinforcements and unique combat arena features.
Even if it has onion.
While commanding Mechanicus, you'll need to master a revamped cognition system. Earn it by playing efficiently, then spend it to boost your leader's movement and weapons, or to allow units to utilize their leader's unique canticle. The Necron equivalent is Dominion. Earn it by dealing damage, building its level to unlock and improve your unit's weapons and abilities. The longer units stay in the fight, the stronger they become. Crucial to that goal are reanimation protocols, which let fallen Necrons rise again, unless they're destroyed entirely. All missions are launched from the war map, where you'll research new technologies, customize your leaders, and shape the landscapes of Hecateus 4. Within a mission, you'll be faced with narrative events and other checkpoint types that have potential ramifications on the skirmish battles that follow. As the wider conflict unfolds, the war will descend into a bitter struggle that will put the ultimate fate of the planet and everyone on it in your hands.
It's so funny seeing you eat an invisible sandwich. Oh, you can't see my sandwich? It's right here. How do you feel about traditional trailers versus these explaining trailers? I think they both have their merits, and I think some games do better with a show don't tell approach, but video games are some games that people make, and just the medium is one of the few times where I feel like you have to tell more than show. Like that's actually an issue I've noticed with a couple of these. Is like some of the more slow-paced games that are obviously under much smaller budgets. It's like, okay, you move around, but what do you actually do? Like, how does it actually work? You just sort of showed. So something like that, like they were getting very into the nitty-gritty of it, which does seem like they were showcasing their mechanical spin, which I've sounded unique compared to other things in the grid-based strategy oeuvre, if you will. But too long didn't listen. Treasonous, you're dead, by the way. I think some games need to be explained for you to truly truly understand what it is they are trying to add to show you. Anyways, Anthem number 9. Combine gems to form combos in the strategic gem match roguelite. Anthem number 9. You'll be fighting thrilling and puzzle-like combo battles. Assume the role of an agent of the tags. Roguelite, puzzle, deck building, roguelike deck builder. Match 3, roguelike. All right. Is this going to have actual cards? Or is it going to have rectangular perks? Release date 2025, developed by Koei, published by Shueisha Games. Man, they're feeding me the quality today. They're feeding me games with publishers. That's scary. Rubit Audit Bow. All right. Isn't this a match 3? Where's the matching? Also, wearing a bit of its inspiration on its sleeve, just a little bit. Gem match roguelite. What the home is happening here? I was expecting Bejeweled. First game from this I'm looking to try. You are such a pervert. This is the first thing you saw that was like, yeah, I'm in. You are a fucking deviant freak. Motor Slice. Parkour through the ruins of a megastructure. Climb massive bosses and hunt down every construction equipment in this slice of life action adventure with immaculate vibes. This game I've actually been I was following on Twitter back when it was Twitter. Or maybe not back when it was Twitter. Before it got really bad, I caught a lot of games when I use Twitter more regularly, I would catch like someone being like, "Hey, check out my game," and here's a little cutscene or GIF of what I can do, and I'm like, "All right, this looks cool." And now I see them all, and it's really cool to see these games actually coming out. There are a bunch of these that I've had my eye on, but Motor Slice looks really cool. It is parkour, atmospheric action-adventure, anime single-player female protagonist. Release date to be announced, developed by Regular Studio, published by Top Hat Studios, Inc. Let's take a look at Motor Slice. It as a selfie mode. Industrial superstructure, Prince of Persia. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? Thanks. Looks really good. I'm very excited to... This is another one of those that we might actually play. Some Colossus vibes too, yeah. Immaculate taste from Regular Studio. Reanimal, the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2 have returned to take you on a darker, More terrifying journey than ever before. In this horror adventure game, a brother and sister go somewhere. Horror adventure, atmospheric, co-op, 3D, third-person, dark puzzle. Release date coming soon, developed by Tarsier Studios, published by THQ Nordic. Some of these games just feel like they're in a different weight class of visibility. THQ has been dead like 3 times now, but it can't die for it can never stay dead for very long. That looks like a Little Nightmares. Type thing, alright. Not my preferred cup of tea. This one was getting slammed in the reviews? Huh. Skate story. Ollie, kickflip, and grind your way through the ash and smoke of the underworld as you take on a seemingly impossible quest. Skate fast to destroy demons and save other tortured souls. Was this... What happened to Hellskater or whatever it was? The, like, roguelike hack-and-slash game about skateboarding through hell? I played that one on an Exhibitionism, too. I thought it was really cool. That was years ago, though. Indie, adventure, action, sports, RPG, skateboarding, atmospheric. I love skating games. I don't play a lot of them, but I love skating games. When will you do Skate Flying Glitch Live? I'm an arcade skate gamer. Skate is cool, but it's not really what I'm doing. It's not really what I enjoy. Let's take a look at Skate. Oh, right. Release date December 8th, 2025. Developed by Sam Ing and published by Devolver. Okay. They will not feed me sloth, no matter how much I ask for it. This might be what Hellskate or whatever turned into, actually. Because I remember that one was about being a demon skater as well. Gutsy guys do skateboard, very important. I miss the moon. Was this by the Hyper Demon dev? No, but I don't know, but I can see where you would get that influence. But honestly, this game looks a little too, Hellskate is out! Okay, I never heard anything about it, which doesn't bode well. This game is too comprehensible to be from the Hyper Demon game. or individual? Sam Eng? Fuck. I hate that that happens like that. Yes, I know about my lunch alarm. I'm eating lunch right now. I had a delicious sandwich. I want to look up Sam Eng. Now I want to know. All I can find is Skate Story. It looks really neat. Hyper Demon and Devil Daggers were by Sorath. Right. Crash Out Crew. Time to clock in at Denial Shipping, the world's most efficient warehouse. Work together in online co-op with up to 4 players to fulfill orders of increasingly chaotic physics-based... I'm gonna autocorrect that to autocomplete that to shenanigans. Driving, casual, arcade, character customization, 3D, and cute. That's a reasonable amount of tags. Release date coming soon. Developed by Aggro Crab. Oh.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Well, you're gonna hear about this one.
Honestly, I'm just having a good time.
Yeah, I've clocked in.
Do you have a forklift certification?
Do we get
Oh my God.
Let's take a look at Aggro Crab.
What do they want?
221 QE.
Truck game.
Okay, I'm sending off truck A.
Oh, you guys are both kiddies.
Yeah.
You can also give me a raise.
I don't think I'm qualified to drive on this.
Alright, sorry. Sorry, my bad, my bad.
Oh wait, there's stuff here. Okay. I broke the egg.
Good job.
The chickens are loose.
Guys, it's about to blow.
Oh
my God, the bees!
Oh, the bees!
Oh my God! 4 mouse splash order.
Oh, I crashed out of the loading dock.
Oh, sorry.
I can't afford to lose this job, guys.
Never fear. Mistakes can always be deducted from your paycheck.
Crash Out Crew. Let's take a look at Crash Out Crew. We looked at Crash Out Crew. Get ready to stream. Get ready to see the streamers. That's what I'm gonna say. We'll probably all play that. I'll probably play that. I fucking love Peak. Constance. This is another one I've been following on Twitter. Constance is a 2D hand-drawn action adventure featuring a paintbrush-wielding artist striving to escape from a colorful but decaying inner world created by her declining... something. Tags, Metroidvania, platformer, 2D, action, single-player, adventure, hand-drawn. Release date November 24th, 2025. Developed by BTF and published by the same. Let's take a look at Constance. This game looks sick. This is a slick-looking platformer. Oh, there's a coloring book section. I will be playing that. Supported by the Fed... Hang on, what government supported this one? Hang on. Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs and Climate Action on the basis of a decision by the German Bundestag. Okay. Looks sick. It looks sweet. Cursemark. Forge your own path in Cursemark, an action exploration roguelite where you craft unique spells on your journey through the unknown lands. Each run you will discover new artifacts and stuff. Action roguelike, exploration, dark fantasy, atmospheric, RPG, hack and slash. Release date November 3rd, 2025. Developed by Clyde Games and published by the same. Let's take a look at Cursemark. Is this by the Death Must Die people? I feel like it is. I feel like I recognize that pixel art, that art style. Death Must Die was really good, so maybe. Yun Syndrome Rhythm Psychosis is a rhythm adventure game about a psychotic hikikomori girl, also an avid anonymous poster who corrupts the world with her severe brain disease. Tags, adventure, psychological horror, multiple endings, rhythm, anime. Release date coming soon, developed by Alliance Arts and published by Alliance Arts. Let's take a look at Yun Syndrome. I think I hate it. But that's on a personal basis and not on an objective quality basis. But I think I hate it. It's a rhythm game. I guess they assumed you knew what was going on. Alliance Arts, cross borders, stir your heart, otaku spirits unite. Yeah, I think I hate it. But I have never... Hang on. It looks like the game looks like this. It looks fine. It's very well designed. They have a very clear art style. The girl rot fetishizing rubs me the wrong way, real bad. Or to summarize, everyone wants to inherit a girl until she actually has a problem. Let It Die Inferno. I don't need to fuck. It's Let It Die. I don't need to show this. This was on a fucking... It's Let It Die. I don't need to show you Let It Die. I'm making an executive's decision. I've seen it. This was on a PlayStation State of Play. It's good. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era is the official prequel hailing back to the origins of the genre-defining, critically acclaimed series of turn-based strategy games. Hom is back. If you liked Hom, it's back. Strategy, simulation, turn-based strategy, tactical, grand strategy, 4X historical. Release date 2026, developed by Unfrozen and published by Hooded Horse. Fuck you. I actually did not play any of the Heroes of Might and Magic games. When you say Might and Magic, I think it's Dark Messiah. I genuinely don't even know if it is related. But I've played games inspired by this that I quite liked. And I fucking loved Duelist before it got shut down. Rebel Engine mixes the stylish combat of a hack and slash with the speed and gunplay of a 90s FPS in a unique, fast-paced action game. Combine gunshots with melee attacks to kill things. Action, FPS, hack and slash, spectacle fighter, difficult, first person. Release date November 6, 2025. Developed by 7 Leaf Clover and published by Wandering Wizard. Let's take a look at Rebel Engine.
And don't miss out on the Elevation Mania, where Asimov, the corrupted rebel, faces the might of our security forces.
It's time for payback, sucker!
For your execution!
Okay. Innovating on ultra kill a bit is the vibe I get. It looks neat. It's not my cup of tea. I realized I don't like hard shooters. I actually quit ultra kill. But if you like this kind of game, you'll probably like it a lot. Very polished. The idea is really neat. It's Fantasy Maiden Wars, baby! Command a legion of more than 70 beloved Toho Project heroines on an expansive quest to uncover the cause of mysterious incidents blossoming throughout Gensokyo. I never would have thought that we would get a Fantasy Maiden Wars game on Steam. The future is truly unpredictable. Let's take a look at RPG simulation, JRPG strategy, RPG turn-based strategy, bullet hell. Released at October 2025. That is in 4 days. Developed by them and published by Phoenix Inc. Let's take a quick look at Fantasy Maiden Wars. What is it with Dojin Super Robot Wars game parodies going so hard? Like between Fantasy Maiden Wars and the Type Moon one, whose name I cannot remember right now, but had a lot of hours in. That's kind of what they needed to show. Don't Stop Girly Pop. Spread the Love, Don't Stop Girly Pop is a Y2K arena movement shooter where standing still is not an option, it just don't stop moving. Action, atmospheric, combat, FPS, fast-paced, character customization. Release date coming soon, developed by Funny Finned Hands Softworks and published by Quali. If you haven't seen it yet, let's take a look at Don't Stop Girly Pop. This is one of them Gianni games, if I recall.
You are no longer an individual of flesh and blood. You are Ember, and you will be their downfall.
Rhinestone Your Gun.
Remember, Ember, just don't stop moving, and we might make it out of here in one piece.
The faster you go, the more damage you deal, and the more you heal.
This is funny? Going around and wrecking all my stuff? Do you have any idea how much shareholder value you just destroyed?
Hi, Gianni.
Let's take it down a rubber band, folks.
The Australian government. That's the kind of game that would give me a blood curse aneurysm, but I mean, look at it. I have to applaud it. I have to respect it at least. Did you see it? It's kind of everything. Kotama and Academy Citadel is a 3D Metroidvania game. Players assume the role of an exchange student named Kotama as she explores through the mysterious academy and things. Metroidvania, action RPG, anime, female protagonist, exploration 2D, release date Q4 2025. Developed by Adam String Games and published by the same. Let's take a look at anime-style Metroidvania, Kotama and Academy Citadel. So, making a good-looking 2.5D Metroidvania is really hard. Making everything look satisfying and move smoothly is very difficult. I don't even think, like, even games that I think succeeded at it, I still think are a little messy with it. Like, the Shinobi remake, everyone that came out a while back. Gorgeous game. I always thought everything felt a little too floaty. It's a Metroidvania. It looks fun. It didn't hit me as much, didn't strike me as much as Constance did, but it could be good. Again, that art style on that genre really hard to get right. And most of the time, people are just going to wish you did sprites. I don't know if it's... The art direction looks cool, though. The designs are... I'll be honest, they all look like VTubers. But that's not a bad thing. Repel the Rifts is a roguelite tower defense game where you lead a commander through an alien world, uncovering new terrain each wave, drafting powerful upgrades, and constructing stuff. Tower defense roguelike mechs, sci-fi tactical roguelite, turn-based space. Release date to be announced, developed by Refined Bear Games and published by Goblins Publishing. Let's take a look at Repel the Rifts. Very smooth as tower defense goes. We saw a lot of them Tuesday, and it was a little sloppy in presentation. This, well, it looks like something I've played before if it got like 4 sequels. The lanes being built in as you progress is really cool though. I haven't seen that happen yet. It looks slow-paced, which can feel grating on TD games after a while. That's possible, but almost all of these have a 2 and 4x speed anyways. But you're not going to want to show that when you trailer it. It's a game I'd have to play to see if it looks really good though. Yeah, I don't know what brought tower defense back. Like, Bloons is popular, but Bloons hasn't like gained a new surge in popularity lately. It's just... I don't know. I can't think of a reason why tower defense is coming back. I've seen a lot of kids playing Bloons on iPads, but kids play Bloons on mobile all the time. I don't think I've seen... Arknights is... Okay, I'm not going to call it niche. But... it's a little niche. And also Arknight's tower if someone was inspired to make a tower defense game after Arknights, I feel like I would know. Because Arknights is such a unique design space that it some of it would come through if someone was like, I love Dark Knights, I'm gonna make a tower defense game. It's not gonna be like a tower. It's not gonna be immediately recognizable as a tower defense game. Though, speaking on tower defense games, I did see someone on social media was like, man, I really want to make a tower defense game. Why are they good? And I held back so much of maybe you should play one to understand why. But it was like... It was, why are they good? Like, is Arknights good? Why do people like Arknights so much? And I was like, okay, well... you really should play the genre if you want to make one of them. And 2, Arknights is such a different beast. It's just like... there's not a game like it, and I think it'd be really hard for them to make one. There is so much going on mechanically in Arknights, even just from the core concept of being able to deploy guys on the lane and then pull them back out and manage aggro. It's insane. Deadweight, face the ancient gods, set the sails of your flying pirate ship and embark on a roguelite adventure in the steampunk world of Deadweight. Explore floating islands in search of probably treasure. Strategy, turn-based combat RPG, replay value, turn-based. Release date Q4 2025. Developed by Klukva Games and published by Klukva Games. Klukva balls, am I right? Let's take a look at Deadweight.
Oh, we're out of fuel again?
It's not my fault that the fuel station we saw on the map fell into the abyss.
If we don't find any fuel, we will soon end up there too. Look, what's that?
That launch? Probably some hucksters.
Prices are over the skies. We can't even afford a canister.
Wait, those aren't hucksters. They are pirates. Hooray! Board them! Use your wits. Or brute force. Push the enemies into the abyss. Push. Push.
Pathetic mortals. You cannot stop the awakening of our master.
Become stronger and fight back. Explore the world above in search of loot and adventure. Upgrade your ship and skills. Become strong enough to challenge the ancient gods.
A bit of Into the Breach or Tactical Breach Wizards with that one. Any game that's about moving around on a grid and pushing people into abysses, it's like, it evokes specific imageries. Seal Chain is a roguelike game where items can link together to form chain reactions. Items can also be arranged into specific formations to create seals, granting special effects. Tags, roguelike, deck builder, roguelike, Lovecraftian RPG, inventory management. Release date February 20th, 2026, developed by Alive Game Studio and published by the same. Let's take a look at Seal Chain. So it's definitely a survivor's game. 100%. You've got the move, choose the path roguelike formula as popularized by just Inspire, honestly. And you've got a bit of an inventory management mechanic on top of that. Though it does seem weird that all of the items are the same size. I guess that's what the chain mechanic is for. Oh, it definitely has a spin. It has a lot of a spin. It's a very interesting thing, actually. Not a deck builder, so that's gonna lower you a letter grade. But other than that, nifty. Okay. Hold up, though. That is, I can't believe it's not ABBA from Guilty Gear, right? Like, that's ABBA. That's ABBA Light. With some Zato in there for good measure. Death in Abyss is an intense flight shooter that challenges you to utilize your maneuverability and explosive firepower to survive against the deep sea hostilities. In your descent, I feel like I'm going to be recommending this to Iru, for sure. Flight, difficult, fast-paced action horror retro shooter third person. Release date 2025, developed by Agelvik and published by the same. Let's take a look at Death in Abyss, which I would bet $5 or 500 copper coins that this is a Descent inspired game. Not quite Descent. Freelancer? It's fucking awesome. I'm here. I'm sold. This is amazing looking. I don't even know what this reminds me of. Strike Force Zero, honestly. Hang on, before I forget. At Iru. You have to try Death in Abyss. This is a U game. Moving right along, let's move to Ember and Blade. Become the immortal hunter. A little armored core, yeah. Become the immortal hunter and stand against the archdemon Asmodeus. Asmodeus? I always thought it was Asmodeus, like Amadeus. But when I was very young in the Royal Academy, we were like, it's Asmodeus. Cut through bullet hell swarms, clash with souls-like bosses, and harness celestial blessings that reshape your build. Tags, action roguelike, hack and slash, bullet hell roguelite, PvE, difficult. Release date to be announced, developed by Lion Games Corporation and published by Lion Games Corporation. Do you think anyone's tagged their, like, marketed their game as difficult? Just like, oh man, I made a difficult game, and everyone's just like, man, that was so easy. Like, universally, I think that would be the funniest thing. Let's take a look at Emberblade. I did that, publish it. Oh! It's a survivor's game!
Cracks in the seal are worsening. If we don't act soon, the archdemon will break free.
Ember and Blade.
Oh, so you're the hunter Khalil brought. Not bad looking for a mortal.
Well, is it? It's really hard to tell.
Enough, unfortunately, to realize.
No, it might be more like a Hades. Like a really wild Hades.
I haven't felt this rush in ages.
can't tell if this is an action game.
Look at all that noise. Rocket the arms again. Let's just blast everything away.
You ran into something, didn't you?
Digging the violin, though.
I'd say don't ask, but you won't listen, will you?
Master of reviving Fenric's Haven was never my life's ambition.
Yeah? Being a half-baked immortal who needs constant repairs wasn't mine either. Let's call it even.
Looks kind of neat, actually. So my guess is you have a basic attack, you have like a dodge or a bomb, and then you have a bunch of auto attacks alongside it that you grab as you progress through levels or waves. Another interesting take on the formula. I'll probably try it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give her a shot. In my own time. Yap Yap. Online co-op horror game where up to 6 wizard minions go into an Archmage's tower, use an assortment of spells to vandalize, break, and steal, but beware the horrifying magical everything! We played this one already. Online co-op, magic, comedy, horror, physics, dark fantasy, survival horror. This game's awesome.
Alright, listen up guys. We have to go in this wizard tower, we break everything, and we try to escape without being caught. And we have these wands where we can just cast spells and do whatever we want.
Ventus!
Yo, let's go. Run up, run up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's just piss on it. I have a piss wand. Piss, yuck.
Oh, there's one.
One more, guys, one more.
Hot two. Chocolate strawberry. I'm honestly, I'm a fan of pistachio.
This couch is attacking.
Down. Grab on. Hella float.
What the hell is that? Get out!
Oh, that's a... This was mine.
Laxada.
Very cute and fun game. Hang on a second. Right back. Naito got me cookies! What the home? What's the occasion? She got me cookies. She went out to get cookies. She got me cookies and she brought milk with it. What the home?
Not a very good occasion.
She went to the cookie store to get cookies. Slots and Daggers, a retro mini roguelike inside a slot machine. Steady your blade and spin. A slot machine roguelike, eh? Never heard that one before. Strategy, casual, 1990s dark fantasy roguelike retro 2D tabletop. Not tagged gambling. Very surprised by that. Release date October 24th, so about a week. Developed by Friedman and published by Future Friend Games. Let's take a look at Slots and Daggers.
Hey, I'm Friedman, and this is my new game, Slots and Daggers. You might know this sort of trailer from my previous games like Summer House, Islanders, or Superflight. I want people to know exactly what they're getting into, so here's a quick intro to how this game works. Slots and Daggers is a tactical slot machine game. You spin to fight, defeat enemies, earn coins, and then use those coins to buy new symbols and power-ups. Sounds simple, so here's how it gets interesting. There are tons of combo mechanics to discover.
Okay.
Spins, poison
the
damage,
presentation is phenomenal.
stun attacks, critical hits, new wheels to unlock. Basically, the longer you play, the deeper it gets. I wanted the slot machine in this game to feel really satisfying and physical, so I spent tons of time on animations and sounds, from the coin clinks to the upgrade menu, and I can't wait to
The way the
see
coin
people
spit
play
out is
this.
awesome.
If Slots and Daggers looks fun to you, there's a free demo out now on Steam. Give it a spin. Thanks, and have fun.
We'll probably be playing that off stream. That's my kind of poison. And it looks unique. It looks fun. Again, the presentation is on point. Effulgence RPG is a party-based RPG where enemies are more than obstacles. Their raw material, break them down into particles, and forge weapons and gear using a matter printer. RPG, retro, adventure turn-based, party-based RPG, crafting, and old school game. Sorry, just old school. Release date December 2nd, 2025, developed by Andre Foman and published by the same. Let's take a look at Effulgence RPG. Oh yeah, they're made of parts. Wow. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio! That one I will be remembering as well. They will not feed me shit. They refuse to feed me shit. Where's the content? I don't have anything to say about this stuff because it looks good. Or at least interesting. Look at this. Ain't seen it before. Menherarium is a deck-building roguelite where you survive 7 days of blood-staked Chinchiro against a clingy Menhera girl. Psychological horror, anime, gambling, roguelite, psychological, cute, casual. Release date developed by someone and published by Phoenix. We've heard of them before. Let's take a look at Menherarium.
せーのメンヘラリウムこうやってサイコロを振って私より強い役を出せばあなたの勝ちだよ。ごめん、このゲームの参加料はあなたの勝ち。よくできました。メンヘラネットワーク。ゲームで貯めたポイントで素敵なアイテムをゲットしましょう。どんどんいいデッキになってる。やだやだ、まだやりたいのね。メンヘラリウム。次はあなたの番だよ。
It doesn't do anything for me. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. Personally, I think it's a little bit in bad taste, but I'm not going to get into that anymore. Ruby Knight is a dark fantasy boss rush action game that utilizes the unique mechanic focus to pinpoint enemies' weaknesses and execute thrust attacks. Follow Ruby, a princess. Souls-like boss rush, difficult female protagonist, pixel graphics, indie. Sure is. Release date Q2 2026. That's the furthest one out we've had. Developed by Cupdog Games and published by Cupdog. Cupdog! Let's take a look at Rubinite. Oh, eye trauma? Ooh. Starting out strong. The pixel art's amazing. Cupdog! Why did she have that nightmare? I don't know. Maybe you'll have to play the game and find out. Okay. I really love that there is a normal-sized man and then her. That's a really good joke. Gensokyo, Marissa Returned the Book, is a 2D top-down game set up for the stage. In the peaceful and tranquil Gensokyo, a little girl with yellow hair who likes to borrow books everywhere has aroused a problem. Casual, idler, clicker, pixel graphics, 2D, single-player anime adventure. Release date Q4 2025. Developed by Nero, published by Nero and Tsukuyomi. Let's take a look at Marissa Return the Book. Shapes and colors. Is this a game about just beating Marissa's door down? Yes, it is. That's a cute little incremental game. Fuck yeah, I love Colored Master Spark. Probably still my favorite Toho song next to, like, Muko's theme, which I cannot remember right now. Immortal Smoke? It's something Immortal Smoke. Yeah, the Moon Gang and the Rocket, which is a reference to Rhapsody in Blue, is the one. My Toho is a little rusty. The last game I really played was Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, and after that I played a little bit of Wily Beast, but not a lot. Teamfight Manager is back with more detailed tactics management and a new mobile-style gameplay. Take charge of a virtual esports team, build the ultimate roster, and become T. Simulation Esports Auto Battler Sports Pixel Graphics Casual Management. Release date Q4 2025. Developed by Team Samoyed and published by the same. Let's take a look at Teamfight Manager 2. Team fight. Oh, I get it. The love-hate MOBA's pendulum right now is swinging to I hate MOBAs, so I'm not up for this right now. But there could be a time when it swings back to I love MOBAs. Tierscape. As a hunter, you explore a dark, interconnected world filled with dungeons, relying on precise combat to survive. Battle grotesque monsters. Expand your arsenal and uncover hidden paths? Action, Souls-like, Metroidvania, Dark Fantasy, 2D, Gothic, top-down. Release date February 2nd, 2026. Developed by Nerds Takeover and published by the same. Let's take a look at Tierscape. Oh wow there, buddy. I did not expect a Zelda. It looks nifty. It does look really well executed. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm not gonna increment the counter. We've had a really good streak. How many games have we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 30. We moved 38 already? Oh, whoa, okay. 38 and not a bit of AI art. We haven't incremented once. Aether and Iron. Immerse yourself in this deco-punk narrative RPG set in an alternate 1930s where anti-gravitational technology has taken cars, roads, and even New York City into the sky. RPG, tactical RPG, story-rich, choices matter, alternate history, release date 2026, developed by Seismic Squirrel and published by the same. Let's take a look at Aether and Iron.
New York City, 1939.
We got voice acting.
A floating metropolis, ruled by the iron fists of the barons. It's an empire of steel, held aloft by the miracle of Aether. A substance that can lift the tallest buildings to the heavens. Dive into an alternate history where Aether and iron rule the skies. You are Gia, an underworld smuggler, taking on a last chance job that pulls you into a world of betrayal and political intrigue. Recruit allies and make enemies. Roll the dice, because when luck runs out, your skills and your companions
okay, this looks pretty
are
sick.
your only hope. Use your wits and your weapons to uncover the city's darkest secrets. Save the city, and you just may save yourself.
That looks nifty. Tingus Goose is a delightfully absurd idle game where you plant seeds in patience. Bounce babies for profit and ascend through surreal worlds towards riches. Strategy, idler, clicker, management, simulation, building, casual economy. Release date Q4 2025, developed by Sweaty Chair and published by PlaySource. Is this by the same people who did the Plug game? I can't remember what it's called. Where the people are they're plugs with legs and they plug into each other and it's kind of weirdly psychosexual. I think it might be. Getting some of those vibes. Yeah. 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 That looks about right. Yep. I have no words. Yeah. Tingus Goose. Godbreakers. Take control of every fight with ferociously fluid combat as you chain aggressive combos, cancel moves mid-swing, and steal enemy powers to turn them against their masters. Action roguelite, online co-op, difficult, spectacle fighter, fast-paced, roguelite, release date October 23rd, 2025, developed by To The Sky and published by Thunderful Publishing. I'd put some hit stop in. Everything just sort of feels kind of limp. But looks fun. Barrel roll is a... It's not picking up. It doesn't pick up. It doesn't pick up! Actually, nothing's picking up right now. Hello? Okay, we're good. We're good. Barrel roll is a roguelite deck builder turn-based. Roguelite deck builder turn-based. Taking place in a futuristic Far West. The deck, a 6-slot revolver barrel. Gather bullets with special effects. Customize your revolvers. Roguelike deck building. Western. Roguelike deck builder. Turn-based combat. Okay, so just my mixer was fucking up. Got it. Release date October 22nd, 2025. Developed by Barrel Roll and published by Rubrica Supinfo Game. Let's take a look at Barrel Roll. That's a neat way to do a hand. Obviously, this kind of game lives and dies on its mechanical complexity, but the bullet system, kind of nifty. I'm not sure exactly what it means. It seems like... So your hand is definitely maxed at 6 cards. Bubsy 4D, you can look at it if you want. It's good this time. Why is it tagged as tutorial? Release date 2026, developed by Fabras, published by Atari.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy? From all those classic games you loved.
Was it something I said? What could possibly go wrong?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D. Now this I like. So, where are we going next? Don't mind if I do. Zoink!
Plays shockingly well.
I wonder if that's more moves than that Italian plumber has. Ooh! What? Can anyone explain to me why I turn into a hairball now? They call me the Orange Blur. Do any of these outfits come with pants? You know I've only got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime on this baby.
I just can't bring myself to care about Bubsy. I thought that too,
I didn't
but...
even know they were still around.
Apparently what they've said about this game is that, yeah, we feel like we should just make a good game. Instead of like focusing on the irony first, we should just start by making a good game and then making it Bubsy afterwards. And I think they might have done it. I think they might have just made a good platformer somehow. I don't believe it either, but people are saying it. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown is a story-driven survival strategy game in which the fate of the iconic starship is in your hands. Take the helm, manage the ship, and resource. Strategy, interactive fiction, management, roguelike, space sim. Release date coming soon, developed by GameExcite and published by Daedalic Entertainment. We know Daedalic, they made the Gollum game. I gotta be honest, I didn't know anyone cared about Voyager anymore. Yes, we all know Janeway is cool, but let's be honest, this series was kind of mid. Easily in the top 2 Star Treks for me? I don't know. To answer your question, no, this does not look like another reskin of that Vault game. This looks like an actual game. It looks better than I was expecting. Marvel, Cosmic Invasion. Where is the slop? A cosmic battle awaits. Choose between 15 Marvel heroes in this frenetic action beat-em-up to fight against the deadly annihilation wave threatening the galaxy. From New York, beat-em-up, arcade, superhero, pixel graphics, co-op, side-scroller, release date 2025, developed by Tribute Games Inc. and published by .emu. Ah, the brawler people. Let's take a look at Cosmic Invasion. Yeah, it looks like it's probably sick. Brawlers have been coming back in a big way too. Faith in Despair. Welcome to hell, Faith. Prepare your cards with triggers, actions, and modifiers, and play a grim game against death for eternity. Roguelike Deck Builder, Card Battler, a difficult card game strategy roguelike. Release date November 12th, 2025. Developed by Philip Lehrer and published by Philip Lehrer. Let's take a look at Faith in Despair. AI art question mark? That is a good question that I cannot answer. I don't know. Let me take a look. It's a really short trailer. Let me take a look. There's not a lot. probably gonna say yes. Pageless real artists. Okay. Thank you for checking. It could go either way. Like, it feels like there's enough coherence. Gives me very big Inscription vibes. Just like the card game part of Inscription. Menace. Lead a strike force against an alien threat in this turn-based tactical RPG from the developers of Battle Brothers. Answer distress calls from different worlds. Train and equip. Strategy, RPG, character customization, choices matter, story rich. Release date February 5th, 2026. Developed by Overhype Studios and published by Hooded Horse. Ah, that horse with the hood. Let's take a look at Menace. Yeah, it looks a little old commie, doesn't it? Maybe even Enemy Unknown-y. It's definitely XCOM.
Fire mission underway. Bring in more.
It does look good either way. Hooded Horse knows how to pick them. There are a few publishers where I'm like, okay, you generally only greenlight good stuff. The Seance of Blake Manor. The Seance of Blake Manor is a supernatural detective mystery set in 1897 Ireland, where you investigate the appearance of Evelyn Dion in a remote hotel full of secrets and supernatural detective single-player puzzle adventure. Atmospheric. Release date October 27th, 2025, developed by Spooky Doorway and published by Raw Fury. Let's take a look at the Seance of Blake Manor.
Blake Manor. The Grand Seance. A missing woman, Evelyn Dean. But she is not the only one in danger. The others may not be innocent, but their time is numbered. I can feel the life draining from this place as we near the seance. It even haunts my dreams. Every action I take brings me closer to the seance. Every action I take could change their fates. I know not what to expect, but I know when to expect it. Time waits for no one in Blake Manor.
Interesting. Looks neat. That is Twilight Sparkle. That is just Twilight Sparkle. Solve puzzles and brew potions in The Bestest Alchemist, a strategic match 3 roguelike. Freely arrange ingredients to create magical combinations, discover 100 new recipes, and arcade roguelike, match 3 roguelite, turn-based tactics, real-time tactics. I don't think you can call a match 3 game tactics, but release date November 2025, developed by Tabby Entertainment and published by the same. That's Catgirl Twilight Sparkle. Let's take a look at The Bestest Alchemist. It gives me more Atelier vibes than anything. Interesting. I'm sorry, I can't get over how blatant that is. Shoot, slash, birdcage. Shoot, slash, and weave through bullets and enemies in this story-driven arcade shooter. The Radon daughters have launched their ultimate weapon. Take control of the... Shoot 'em up, bullet hell. Top-down shooter, difficult shooter. Release date, November 18th, 2025. Developed by Polygon Bird and published by the same. Let's take a look at Birdcage. What is the value of a bullet when you wield a sword? Sword action shooting game. So, is this what Hellsinker looks like? Well, there's another Aruma game. Welcome to Dolltown. In Welcome to Dolltown, explore a cursed village where lifelike dolls roam. Uncover dark secrets, solve eerie puzzles, and survive the haunted dollhouses to escape a twisted horror, adventure, atmospheric action, anime, gothic, third-person shooter. Release date February 13th, 2026, developed by Bad Wish Games and published by the same. Let's take a look at Welcome to Dolltown. Beautiful world in Dolltown. I don't know, but I bet what you'd do is... Okay, that was a roundhouse kick. This is where all the Oompies live. We didn't see a lot of gameplay, but the gameplay I did see was punching something in the face or hitting with a roundhouse kick, which is not generally how I like my survival horror. I'm a bit worried that it's put too much emphasis on the action. But who knows? But the art style is really good. A game about feeding a black hole. A short incremental game about feeding a black hole matter by destroying asteroids, planets, and stars. Casual, clicker, idler strategy, relaxing indie simulation 2D. Release date November 10th, 2025. Developed by Artemis and published by the same. Let's take a look at a game about feeding a black hole. I have to be honest, I'm not sure how you do a demo for an incremental clicker game. Do you just like stop incrementing at a point and go buy the full game if you want to make your number bigger? It seems like a strange type of thing. Star Sand Island. Leave the hustle of the city behind and embrace life on Star Sand Island. Fish, farm, raise animals, and befriend or fall in love with locals to learn their secrets. Customize your life sim, RPG, farming sim, building, casual sandbox, simulation, crafting. Release date Q1 2026, developed by Seed Lab and published by the same. Let's take a look at Star Sand Island. I haven't seen a farming game yet.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
This shit is straight up farming. I bet they won't even let me play hopscotch in the real game. False advertising.
Now, do you have your answer?
Are they okay? It's kind of cute that they're playing the video game on their TV.
Honestly, just being yourself is good enough.
That's farming. That is farming. No, being yourself doesn't pay rent, but the farming does. And to be yourself, you have to farm. Desktop Defender, an idle auto battler that sits in the corner of your screen while you do other things. Simple as idler, casual, clicker, auto battler, tower defense, pixel graphics, top down. Farming changes you. Farming evolves you. Farming turns you into something beyond. Release date November 4th, 2025, developed by Con Radical Games and published by Poisky Productions. Let's take a look at Desktop Defender.
This is your little Desktop Defender. It sits at the corner of your screen. While you're working, browsing, or watching videos, it's holding the line. As enemies swarm in, your lone tower fights them off, and every enemy defeated earns you currency, every wave completed grants you experience, and so you level up, unlock weapons, and evolve your strategy. But don't worry, this doesn't take any micromanaging. But don't worry. Unlock weapons and evolve.
Come on, I wanna. Do we have a verdict? I feel kind of bad for doing this. But the bit must go on. I'll give it a 0.5. It could just be stock assets, it's true.
And
we'll hold off for now.
But don't worry, this doesn't take any micromanaging. Your defender's got this. You don't need to click, or aim, or focus. You just need to let your little bud do its thing in whichever part of your screen you prefer. Over time, you'll find rare loot, maybe even ascend to earn special currency, and face tougher and tougher waves. Your Desktop Defender doesn't ask for much, just a little corner of your screen while you go about your day.
I don't get these. Okay, desktop pets I get, but something like this, it just seems like it'd be so distracting. It's like, oh, you're working, and also this is there. The muscle, I feel like we should at least give it a 0.5. If I'm gonna do the bit, I gotta be honest. Karen, reach a summit never climbed before in this survival climber from the creators of Fury and Haven. Climb anywhere and plan your route carefully, managing pitons and resources to... Everyone's climbing. Climbing's the new thing. I'm not like the newest new thing, but like climbing came back. Stylized indie adventure, action adventure, exploration, atmospheric. Release date Q1 2026. Developed by the Game Bakers and published by the same. Was there a climbing gym craze after COVID? Let's take a look at Karen. Headmaid played the demo of this and didn't like it. But Headmaid is very opinionated about her climbing games. Climbing games craze started with getting over it. That's probably true. She's very hunched. She's got a huge backpack. She's got to be a little hunched. You can't have a straight back with a backpack like that because physics just kills you. You topple over. Second Stellar. Join the enigmatic starfarers as they traverse the cosmos in this unique dual-character action roguelite, unraveling the mysteries of their galaxy and beyond in pursuit of the Voyager. Indie action roguelike, PvE, pixelated graphics, 2D early access. Is this gonna be a survivor's game? I'm saying yes. This is a survivor's game that they've called a dual character action roguelite. I'm never wrong. I can see the lines. I like these games, but I think it's really funny the lengths people are going to not say survivor's game. Identifile. Something's deeply wrong with your PC and you've become the cursor. Navigate folders like dungeon rooms, delete viruses, and level up with EXEs in this action-packed roguelike. Action roguelike, pixel graphics, bullet hell exploration, 2D dungeon crawler. Release date November 24th, 2025. Developed by Gearbyte Games and published by the same. So let's take a look at Identifile. This sounds really cool.
Welcome to Identify.
There's a bit of Pokemon Ranger in there for sure. Man, have you been catching the Pokemon leaks? Real art. I'm gonna say real art. The Pokemon leaks are so wild to me. I can't believe someone hacked in and was like, hey, we're just going to give you the entire, what's the word? All the insiders trading about Game Freak. All the sauce, all the gossip, it's all here. this company was fucked, basically. Vital Shell. Vital Shell is a single-player top-down arena shooter that puts you in control of mechs, inspired by classic fantasy archetypes. Unlock powerful synergies with unique weapon traits. Mechs, RPG, action roguelite, bullet hell, top-down shooter. Not just leaking the game, but leaking the tea. The funniest one was when they were obviously the drama's juicy and fun, but my favorite thing to see was the comment that was like, this is how they pitched Legends Z, I think, was it? Legends Y? And it's just like a picture of Xenoblade Chronicles X with a Pokemon over it. This is an actual pitch document. That's awesome. That's the shit I'm here for. Anyways, I played this game on Rose's recommendation, so I will not take part in the game, but do you think this is a Survivor's like? It sure fucking is! So... I tried this a bit. I have to be honest, it didn't blow me away. Visually, it looks very cool, but it doesn't really do anything to set itself apart other than that. It plays like you'd expect. And I wasn't really feeling it after like 2 or 3 runs. Majogami stars Shiroha, a young woman who lost her memory, who travels alongside Shiori, her father, who has been turned to paper. With her katana kamakiri in hand, she does stuff. Action adventure, hack and slash, side-scroller 2D anime. Release date October 30th, developed by Any Creates. Okay, yep. Very vanillaware in its sprite work this time, actually. In kind of everything. Brave Prince and Musashi is the vibe I get the most.
Inti Creates 30th Anniversary Project. Majogami. Presenting Papercraft Character Action. Shiroha finds herself in a nightmare world with only her father, Shiori, turned into a mere slip of paper and no memories of her own. Her weapon is her katana, Kamikiri. Setsuna allows her to slice with godlike speed and move with complete freedom. Standing in her way is Aradia, who turns the mad craft witches against her.
Majogami Shiroha! Majogami Aradia!
Consumed by their obsessions, the craft witches will not allow Shiroha to escape.
They are wearing nothing. Is that a straitjacket bunny suit?
Even the girl Shiroha saved attacks her in a terrifying transformation.
Alright, well don't show me the entire game.
As the battles heat up, the Craft Witches unleash their most powerful attacks, which Shiroha can push back with her Setsuna attack. On top of the Craft Witches, the witch Maxi also suspects Shiroha for her sister's disappearance. Each encounter brings back faint memories of Shiroha's past. The Astrals lend Shiroha their strength for powerful transformations.
I feel like we could have seen half the bosses before getting to this part.
Overcome the cruel world of Orchestra, restore Shiroha's memories, and return to her world intact. Papercraft character action. Majogami. The story of one girl who cuts gods like paper.
It looks like a shareholder-like pitch. Sorry, it reads like a shareholder pitch. That is also a trailer. It looks really good. Don't think it was the best trailer. I'll probably play it though, so they're doing something right, even if they aren't selling it well. Double Dungeon. Gather your party, roll your dice, and battle across the lands. The islands to put an island to a powerful curse once and for all in this roguelike, turn-based tactical RPG. Dice RPG, strategy RPG, single player, tactical RPG, family friendly. Release date Q1 2026, developed by GamePine, published by the same. Let's take a look at Double Dungeon. The clay art style is cute.
Oh. Hey.
Grid-based strategy game. It could be cute. I'm not sure why dice are featured so prominently. Other than you roll dice. Everwind. Everwind is a novel take on RPG and sandbox survival genre in first-person perspective. So it's Minecraft? Embark on an adventure with your friends, build a base on a flying island ship, gather. So it's modded Minecraft. RPG, pixel graphics, survival co-op, open world sandbox adventure. Release date coming soon, developed by Enjoy Studio SA, published by Bohemia Interactive. Let's take a look at Everwind. Haven't heard that in a while. So it's Vintage Story. This does feel like one of the Minecraft modders who decided to make their own team. And credit to them, sorry, decided to make their own game out of their mod. And credit to them, I think they're doing it. It looks like they have actual combat mechanics for one. Headmaid and I will probably play that at some point. I was very skeptical and they won me over. Luminous Arise, a mind-blowing, fiendishly addictive reinvention of the puzzle classic Luminous from the creators of Tetris Effect, connected where sound pulses throughout your body, mind, and probably soul. Puzzle, single-player, multiplayer, local multiplayer, PvP, electronic music. Release date November 11th, 2025. Developed by Enhance and published by Enhance. That sound was me slurping the soul, by the way. Let's take a look at Luminous Arise. Developed by the Tetris Effect people, indeed. I never played Luminous, but I really liked Tetris Effect. I feel like everyone who's played Tetris Effect liked Tetris Effect. It's kind of impossible to not like it. It just works. Power Wash Simulator is back, bubbling with fresh locations. Okay, where can they take the Power Wash Simulator boy for a crossover next? I think we've run out of locations other than like maybe Twilight Town. Superior equipment and splashy features effortlessly transform soiled surroundings into clean, serene scenes, solo or with friends. Casual simulation, relaxing, local multiplayer, sandbox multiplayer, October 23rd, 2025, so a week. Developed by Future Lab and published by the same. Let's take a look at Power Wash Simulator 2. In case we're
It's
living under
almost
a
your
rock.
first day at Power Wash Services, so please settle in for employee training. Please note, if you watch in 2x speed, we will know. Please review the rules of the company in your own time.
Seriously, where
and
could
feel
they
free
go?
to
They've
just
gone
skim
to
our extended
Final
privacy
Fantasy.
policy.
They've
When
done
power washing,
Warhammer.
you can choose
They've done
between our Prime
SpongeBob.
Vista, Urban
I think they've done
X,
Star
or new
Wars.
Swirl
They've
Force
kind
surface
of run
cleaner
the
model.
gamut of like
It all does
absurd
basically
places
the
to
same
go.
thing, but
So
it
my
gives
bet
a
is
false
Kingdom
sense of
Hearts.
progression, even though you've really achieved nothing. We expect you to keep your home base clean and feel free to decorate it how you like. Just make sure you're not dragging in filthy stuff off the street, okay? Ulysses and her new kittens, Bubbles and Squeak, can be found in the home base and around on jobs. They don't really do much or contribute to the gameplay, but they perform highly in our market research focus groups. Keep an eye on the office in the back for your memento
Where do you
trophies
think they'll
stacking
put the
up.
next
And
DLCs?
try and piece together what on earth is going on around Caldera County. We have a feeling you might get wrapped up in some of it. Whenever you're ready, we'll be waiting
I
for
would
you.
say
You'll
Painkiller
get
if
your
that wasn't
van,
obviously
power
a
washer, and
Viscera
keys to
thing,
the
except that
home base
Viscera's
on
dead.
October
I miss
23rd,
Viscera Cleanup Duty. Remember when
2025.
games would like collab with Viscera Cleanup Duty and you just get to play the aftermath of a level? I think that might have just been was it Ninja Warrior? I forget the name of it, but it was cute and fun. They should bring back Viscera and they should put Power Wash Simulator in Viscera. Just a level where you're just cleaning up blood. Shadow Warrior, that's the one. A roguelike auto-battler. Holder of Place is a roguelike auto-battler card game. Recruit different follower cards, arrange them, watch them fight ever stronger enemies. Along the way, unfold a dark science. Auto-battler. Roguelike. Strategy. Card battler. Atmospheric. Dark fantasy. Release date Q4 2025. Developed by Ardent Fields and published by Alibi Games. Man, last NEXHIBITIONISM, roguelike auto battler was the thing. Haven't seen a lot of them lately. Oh, I was hoping this would look better than this. I don't mean to mock, but you could sauce this up a little. I don't think it has to be that minimalist, especially if you have so little going on in the game. A little pizzazz is what I'm asking for. Artistically, it reminds me of Lancer. It reminds me so much of Lancer, I have to wonder if the guy did artwork on it. Because that looks like one. Moon Sigil Atlas, the deck building roguelike with no energy. Play cards using physical space. Slot cards together, manipulate the shape of your cards, and create overpowered combos to break the game. Roguelike deck builder strategy, replay value, choices matter, building. Okay, space as a mechanic, without seeing it, kinda nifty. Release date 2025, developed by Snake Tower Games and published by the same. Let's take a look at Moon Sigil Atlas. This one has text on it. Okay, this is kind of hype. That's a little bit genius. Second place overall, Ludum Dare 52. Yeah, no kidding. That's the most clever card battler I've seen. That's genius. Cards with shapes on them. What if your card was a triangle? Ambrosia, Act 1. Ambrosia Sky, Act 1. You left, now they're dead. Ambrosia Sky Act 1 is an immersive sim. Where were you when I was looking for immersive sims earlier? About exploring an asteroid colony devastated by a mysterious contamination. Survive and harvest strains of something. Tags, immersive sim, exploration, sci-fi, story-rich, atmospheric, action-adventure. Release date November 10th, 2025, developed by Soft Rains and published by Soft Rains. Let's take a look at Ambrosia Sky Act 1. We got throat singing.
Welcome to Ambrosia Sky, a first-person adventure game that weaves satisfying power washing and exploration with a haunting tale of death and grief. You play as a scientist sent to investigate a catastrophe that has overrun a farming colony on Saturn's rings. Hostile fungi has killed everyone. As you explore the colony, you'll encounter different species, each with their own growth patterns, behaviors, and threats. The colony is ripe with opportunities. Electric fungus feeding on power sources will shock you if you wander too close. Your chemical sprayer can cleanse these threats, but don't just spray and pray. Carefully harvesting the fruit from fungus rewards you with powerful upgrades, like this conducive foam you can use to form electrical conduits and restore
Okay,
power.
it's an ImSim.
Careful analysis of each new species of fungus will open more
I was
avenues of
hesitant.
exploration and danger. Aggressive creatures,
But this is an
gravitational
immersive sim.
fluxes, and environmental hazards threaten
It's
your
a new
every
kind
step.
of immersive sim
But
for me.
skillful use of your tether can help you navigate unstable gravity fields or turn any object.
But it gets
into
to
a
call
deadly
itself one
projectile.
for certain.
These tools, and your own ingenuity, will help you explore hostile environments actively trying to trap and kill you. Across a variety of replayable mission types, you'll slowly piece together the mysteries of the colony and the mind-bending truth of what these doomed farmers discovered. We can't wait for you to experience all this and more when Ambrosia Sky Act 1 releases on November 10th, 2025. To learn more, go to ambrosiasky.com.
We will be playing that demo. If not today, then some other day. We will be trying that. In the next 40, we're going to do 40 more minutes of this, and then we're going to be playing games. Escape from Ever After, a genre-bending RPG inspired by the classic Paper Mario games. When a greedy megacorp from the real world starts taking over fairy tales for their cheap labor, a newly hired storybook fights back? I don't know. Action RPG, colorful turn-based combat, third-person RPG, JRPG, soundtrack. Release date Q1 2026, developed by Sleepy Castle Studio and published by Hype Train Digital. If you are tagging your game with soundtrack, it better sound good. Alright. Alright. Me, okay. Alright. Alright, I'll allow it. I'm gonna let this run. I have to go to the ladies' room. Okay, I'm alive again. That was Escape from Ever After. That looked cute. Dark Light Survivor. This one is not a... Wait. Top-down shooter? It could be. In a dying multiverse, the Phantom Train is your last hope. Traverse a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk world of nightmarish creatures, experience dynamic shifts between top-down and... first person, maybe? I'm gonna say this isn't a survivor's game. This is the one time, especially with the name on it, I think it's just Survivor, because it's about surviving. Let's take a look at Dark Light Survivor. It's not a survivor's game. Wait. Wait, fuck, it is! How? How did they get me? They showed me a third-person camera and I was like, yeah, we're good, we're good. What the? What was that about? Why'd everything get all PS1? Go back to that, what was that about? Hold. Hold. There were patrons, because every one of these has patrons now. Because Death Must Die was really good. You can trace the lineage of the Survivor's game. It's a fascinating genre as a result. Come on. Come on. I'm leaned intently. That's the fucking Firekeeper, but like... Ah. Yeah, we gotta increment the counter. Somebody check me. Do they have artists listed? In which case, this is probably AI too. Originally, it really was all about AI, blatant AI covers. I don't know when it became Hunt and Peck. But it did at some point. Road to Vostok is a hardcore single-player survivor game set in a post-apocalyptic border zone between Finland and Russia. There was a disclosure in the game's description. Okay. I'm just glad they say it. And I did have to look a little hard. It wasn't blatant, but this is probably also AI. Road to Vostok. I'm. It's confusing. It's complicated. Road to Vostok is a hardcore single-player survival game set in a post-apocalyptic border zone between Finland and Russia. Survive, loot, plan, and prepare to cross the border into... Survival FPS realistic post-apocalyptic first-person looter-shooter single-player. Release date coming soon, developed by Road to Vostok, and published by the same. Road to Vostok. Let's take a look at Road to Vostok. It's got fishing. It's a real video game. I did encounter. I've been incrementing it, but I forgot to hit. Hang on, I can fix this. Cancel studio mode. So, what's there to survive against? Why do we need all these guns? Men. You're surviving against men. Okay. Asked and answered. Takes enormous restraint to make a game like that and not put in anomalies. Shadow of the Road we did see already. The remake of the end of the greatest RPG of all time, TROEOT GRPG GOAT for short, is the last hour of a lost, non-existent JRPG, remade with director's commentary, the digital manual, etc. Adventure, interactive fiction, JRPG, 3D platformer, hidden object, tactical RPG. Release date Q1 2026. Developed by CoinDrop Games and published by Gluchka Games. Let's take a look at the remake of the end of the greatest RPG of all time. Fate games are so cool to me. So this could be something.
What is the greatest RPG of all time?
Right there. Stop. We saw there were no Circle Soft lawyers around, and we thought, what if we just did it? There's a reason we called it the greatest RPG of all time.
That's cute. They have the found footage thing going on. Kingdom of Night. Hunt down nightmarish demons and save the town of Miami. In this 80s themed isometric action RPG with an expansive interconnected map and open-ended quests. Action RPG, exploration, hack and slash, customer character customization. Customer characterization. That should be a tag. Customer characterization. 1980s RPG, release date Q4 2025, developed by Friends of Safety and published by Dangan Entertainment. Weren't these guys in hot water for like being terrible publishers? And like you're not supposed to buy anything from them because they fuck over all their studios and no one actually sees any money. I feel like I've seen at least one expose about Dangan. The combat didn't look as interesting as everything else about it, but it does look interesting. Oh, Robot, Legendary Mechanic, a top-down shooting game where you board a robot and fight against runaway robots. We invite you to the shooting chaos. Robot boarding complete. Let's go! Action, adventure, shooter, arcade, action, adventure, third-person shooter. Release date coming soon, developed by Garage Arts and published by the same. Let's take a look at Oh, Robot. Alright, mech building, top down. Oh, we got... No, this might have an art style. No, actually, no. Well. Doing the text like that is very hard. So if they used AI, they patched it up later. Demio X Dungeons & Dragons Battlemarked, a cooperative tactical RPG set in the D&D universe. Embark on a fantasy tabletop adventure, your quest on your schedule. Strategy, adventure, RPG, board game, tabletop, turn-based strategy, roguelite. Release date November 20th, 2025, developed by Resolution Games and published by the same. Let's take a look at Battlemarked. Oh, you can't be... You don't need to do the streamer voice for a single player game.
Good job. Hell
yeah. Budget Dungeons and Dragons game. I'm sure it works. Actually, it might not be... It might not be single player, but still, I think that the voice, the streamer voice is a little crung, if I may. Opus Prism Peak is a narrative adventure where you play as a weary photographer stranded in the Dusklands, traveling with a girl who's lost her memories. Together, you'll... Atmospheric, lore-rich, walking simulator, mystery, soundtrack, story-rich, and drama. Release date 2025, developed by Sigono Inc. and published by Shueisha. Let's take a look at Opus Prism Peak.
I used to think if I could just capture it with my camera, maybe the things I cared about would stay. But eventually I realized, no matter what you capture.
Well, now he doesn't have object permanence.
I'm just some guy who got lost. As for the kid, hey, you remember your name yet?
How about Ren then? A butterfly told me. Sounds nice, huh? How do you know about the curse? Hey, Grandpa, what makes a photo good?
You have to care. When you care, the picture knows.
But I care about everyone.
But first, you gotta learn how to use the camera. Come on.
You're coming with me?
Can't exactly let a kid go off on her own.
I'm not miserable.
Wish I could say the same.
That's a nifty looking game. Spirit photography adventure game. Legends of Dracia Idle Dungeons is a first-person idle dungeon crawler with 6 unique races, robust combat, a grand saga spanning a continent full of unique dungeons, a classless character, automation RPG, loot indie, idle, relaxing single-player adventure retro. Release date November 3rd, 2025, developed by Blast Programming and published by Gigatank 3000. Let's take a look at Legends of Dracia. Dracia? Okay, it's an idle dungeon crawler. There's an awful lot of clicking for an idle game. I kid. Looks more like a party manager than a party player, if that. Moving on. Million Depth. Craft original weapons and engage in strategic time-freezing battles as you dive into the million-floor-deep underground world of this deep-diving action strategy game. Roguelike, multiple endings, permadeath, pixel graphics, 2D strategy. Release date November 12th, 2025. Developed by Cyberspace Biotope and published by Playism. Let's take a look at Million Depth. Yo, you've seen this one before. This looks like the kind of thing people would be talking about. Okay, the blade building, the weapon building mechanic is pretty neat. That could be fun. Pathologic 3. In this psychological horror game, you are a doctor with only 12 days to save a town from a mysterious plague, make ruthless decisions, and diagnose with precision. Shape the town. Possibly literally. It's pathologic. Ice Pick Lodge is weird like that. Tags: psychological horror, horror, survival horror, story-rich, atmospheric, psychological. Release date January 9th, 2025. Developed by Ice Pick Lodge and published by Hype Train Digital. Let's take a look at Depression Simulator.
During the plague, a mad doctor became the mayor of the town, but was halting every clock in the city. A rational order? Daniel Dankovsky arrived in a city he did not know, and by the third day, he had taken over the hospital and even the town hall. From there, he issued orders that
Falling even
changed
further
the
behind,
city
haven't
day
finished
by
Pathologic
day.
1.
As a
Well, most
doctor,
people
he
don't finish
demanded water be
Pathologic 1,
filtered,
and also they
entire
made 2,
families
so you didn't have to
quarantined,
play 1.
Infected,
That's why they're
hunted
making
door to
2 and
door,
3.
and daily he commanded
And presumably 4 when they
injections
do
by
the...
force.
I forget
The
the names.
people didn't appreciate that. Tension grew. A riot loomed. And
2
yet,
is a
he
remake of
was
1
surprisingly
from one
effective.
of the 3
Rationing,
characters, and 3 is that
propaganda
same remake
teams,
from the other character's
curfews,
perspective.
public executions of looters, and an orchestra marching through the streets and playing cheerful tunes. You will see every consequence. Crowds at the water pumps, children cut off from their families, and thousands of lives saved. But what I don't understand is this. Why stop all the clocks? It's hard to explain what happens in Pathologic 3. You have to feel it, live it. Don't worry, Dankovsky ruled the city once. You will too, player.
What was with this Play It Loud campaign? You can't describe what happens in Pathologic 2. You have to feel it, live it. It's very 90s. Queue up. Sick of long queues, unfair matchups, and arbitrary reflex tests? Try Queue Up, the coin-flipping esport. It's 1 part clicker, 1 part multiplayer strategy game, 1 part demented. Clicker, deck building, strategy, auto battler, esports, RPG, single player. Man, Unfair Flips has done something to the world. November 5th, 2025, developed by Everybody House Games and published by the same. Let's take a look at Queue Up, whatever this is. From the creators of Universal Paperclips. I know Universal Paperclips, hang on. No gameplay of any kind. Victory as a service. Shopping. I am enamored and horrified. Thank you. Alruna, End of History. Alruna, now in widescreen. A different kind of Metroidvania with a tour de force of game design with world-class temples and dungeons. Dead men yearn for heaven, but Elysium remains open to, I don't know. Adventure, action, Metroidvania, platformer, action-adventure, 2D platformer. World-class temples and dungeons is... They're very confident. Q1 2026, developed by Neckbolt and published by Burning Planet Digital. It looks well done. I don't know if I would be confident enough to call it a tour de force. I'm just stuck on... Unless Alruna is a property that I've not heard of. Cloudheim. Ragnarok shattered the world, and the gods have chosen you to shape the next one. Cloudheim is a 1 to 4 player action-adventure that blends crafting with chaotic, physics-based action RPG, online co-op, crafting, physics, action-adventure, action. Release date 2025, sometime in 2025, I don't know. Developed by Noodlecat Games and published by the same. Let's take a look at Cloudheim.
Cloudheim is in turmoil. The people cry out.
That's what I'm saying. A tour de force of game design is certainly a thing to put in your blurb.
Destiny has chosen you to rise together and restore the realms. Yeah, good luck with that. You will face countless hordes of terrifying beasts, traverse treacherous dungeons, and most challenging of all, customer service. Our enemies are many, but with courage, coordination, and dumb luck, victory is feasible, especially if everything's already on fire. The Arcane Arsonist brings the boom. Wait, are we missing someone? Ah, there they are. While the others fought Grobs, they fought Geology. The Loot Goblin must collect all the things. All of your loot is shared and stored in this chest. Hey, where are you going with that? Don't worry, they'll put all of your hard-earned loot to great use. Probably. The Min-Maxer optimized the chaos, somehow made it worse. Every weapon is handcrafted with love, violence, and a minor disregard for safety. Now someone has to have a plan. The shot caller has a plan. But what's a plan without a little improvisation? And a lot of explosions. Yes, there's also fishing. Cloudheim, co-op optional. Chaos guaranteed. Play the open beta July 18th through 21st.
Tone threw me off a bit, but it looks neat. Class-based survival crafting game, basically. Turnbound. Escape this haunted board game by auto-battling against other captive players. Competitively manage your inventory of weapons, relics, and trinkets to unlock. Auto-battler, inventory management, strategy card battler, roguelite, PvP. Release date to be announced, developed by 1TK and published by 1TK. Let's take a look at Turnbound. backpack battlesy. Very backpack battlesy. But some items have health, which is interesting. Oh yeah, Rucksack Rumble is back, isn't it? Neato looking. Toho Reading Key. Crafts of the Lucky Beast is a Toho Dojin card strategy game using cards across different seasons. Listen, small tangent. The people who play Rucksack Rumbler are like insane. They're like all people who I feel like play fucking backpack battles on a professional level, which is somehow you can do, and it's crazy. They play that shit competitive. Using cards against different seasons, join forces with duelists of unique abilities, face various, card battler, turn-based tactics, roguelike deck builder, card game. Release date October 2025. Running out of October. Developed by Starcrow Dev and published by the same. Let's take a look at Toho Reading Key, Crafts of the Lucky Beast. It's really hard to comment on this. It's a board game. It's got placeholder art, which is cute. I respect that. It's got a lot of placeholder art, which is really cute. But it's a board game. The cards have text. I really like the placeholder art. They should keep it. That's adorable. Swap meet we saw. Skull Horde, that's AI. Alright, let me just increment the counter real quick. Skull Horde is an auto-battler dungeon crawler where you play as a flying skull necromancer, find powerful loot, and create overpowered builds. Summon a horde of skeletons in a battle. Dungeon crawler action roguelike auto battler hack and slash action RPG. We're gonna go down to here and then we're gonna play games. Let's take a look at Skull Horde. Oh, 2026, developed by 8-Bit Skull, published by the same. There are times when I can genuinely understand why someone would use an AI cover. But when you clearly have talent spriting, I just don't get it. Beyond our Rule Ripper. An evolving death game set in a bar where getting to know its players is the only way out. Each person hides one of the game's rules, discover them through their past tastes, and visual novel story-rich single-player text-based conversation anime. Release date November 14th, 2025, developed by Toriv and published by GG Staff. Let's take a look at Beyond Our Rule Ripper? There might be an infinity sign in there too. Play the first 3 chapters in the demo for free and keep your progress. Regions of Ruin. Embark on an explorative RPG hack-and-slash adventure where you attempt to reestablish a haven for the lost dwarven civilization. Journey across varied lands, help those in need, gather. Action, dwarf, action RPG, dungeon crawler, hack-and-slash fantasy. Release date to be announced, developed by GameClaw Studio and published by Raw Fury. I did not realize dwarf was a tag on Steam. Let's take a look at it. Could have fooled me into thinking he's a Viking. He's definitely a Norse dwarf. Luckily the tags clear up that misunderstanding. Alright, I'm gonna hit you with the BRB and I'm gonna set up some actual games. Wow. That's right, I play games sometimes. Let's start us off with Homarahime. Which I believe roughly translates into Fire Princess? Very cool atmosphere already. Yeah, yeah. It looks like I should be able to move around in the lobby, in the menu screen. Just... hold on, I might have to relaunch it.